Hello, beautiful souls. I hope you're well. As many of you know, and there's millions and millions of people now on Earth who know about it, as the Fiat monetary system is slowly, was completely corrupted, is now fading away and is being replaced, implemented. The new system is being implemented, which is the quantum financial system. Well, things are going to change drastically for everyone. And my point here, the purpose of this video is not to make all these disclosures or anything like that. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people thinking that I'm a conspiracy theorist about all these things. And really, I really don't care at all. My point here is not to focus on that, but I just want to put this in background because it might explain, the reason why it is time for us, and this is the subject of my video, to definitely know what it is that we would do in our lives and be in our lives if money was not an issue anymore. Okay. And you can do the exercise yourself. And I'm sure you've done that before in your life with friends or with family, and you're thinking suddenly for a few minutes you're in your dreams and you're imagining, what would I do if I inherited or won a few $1,000,000 or whatever? And the purpose of this exercise is not so much to live in a fantasy world or in a, this is absolutely not the point. The point is to be able to determine what in your life is at the center of your interests, what is authentically what you are and what you love with a passion, with a bliss inside of you. And I think in the way the world is transitioning now towards 5D, it is time. It has really, really become time for us to know what it is that we really are, become who we are, as I keep repeating in almost all my videos, but also not just be our ego, not just be what our families and society has dictated us to be, but really go within and discover what we really are, how unique we are, because we all are unique. We all are fractals of source. We all are pieces of an immense, magnificent puzzle. And we are here, all of us, to offer something to the world, to our collective, to the universe, by being what we are and doing what we love and following our soul's bliss. Okay, so I invite you to this exercise and imagine that there are absolutely no more survival in your life. It's not anymore about, am I going to be able to pay the rent or the bills? It's not also about, how much stuff can I get and how much material stuff I can lose myself and having to become a slave to work like, I don't know how many hours to get a 3,000 square foot house, 3,000 square foot house or 3 cars or whatever, and more about what it is that you would do if you would wake up this morning and be a millionaire, and like, what would you really want to do? What would you really want to be? What you would really want to do? And that's really important. It's an exercise I invite you to do. And to initiate the process of this reflection, I will share with you my own desires and what will be my bliss. And for that, I'm going to give you a bit of a background. I've been aware of this situation about monetary and financial transition for 2 years now, because I've sort of kind of realized all that was really happening behind what the media tells us. And as much as for some time I've been a bit anxious still because I wasn't sure if it was going to happen. Now I'm more sure it's going to happen. I was then, wondering, should I get like a real 3D job, or could I just follow my bliss and be who I am? And I couldn't help following that second path, which was be in trust and know that things will turn out well, and that my guidance is always here to help me and support me in every way, and not only fit in my spirit, but also in my physical needs and what I need to be alive. And so slowly, I didn't really realize it because it wasn't like a conscious process, but I did started to incarnate what I really am and what I really want to be and do in my life for the last 2 years. And mostly in the last 6 months, it's been like going, up there, And what I realized I wanted to do, and that I shared already in previous videos, is to be at the service of Source and our collective, and to bring to people an opportunity to find who they really are, to find what they really want to be, what they really want to do, what they really want to become, what it is they're passionate about, what they love doing. I want to inspire people in that way through my creativity, through my different arts, media that I'm using, also through my humble transmissions I do here on this YouTube channel, in a new way of living in a more sustainable life, either physically in how you eat and how you live and how you spend your money, or how you are acting with others or towards yourself. And all of this is something that's really at the center of my soul mission, you would call it, what's really important to me. But and thus I don't need money for that. I need money to support myself, but what I need is this is free. A YouTube channel is free. Sharing things with people is free. The material I use for my creativity is not that expensive, except for the Japanese paper, but it's still affordable. So I don't need $1 million to do that. But if I did have some financial freedom and without limits, what I would do is I would move in the countryside here, perhaps here in Quebec. I'm not 100% sure it would be here in Quebec. It could also be eventually in the Scandinavian countries or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I would want to be living in the countryside, in a place that is a wooded area. It doesn't have to be a large piece of land, but just some reasonable piece of land, not to have neighbors right in my face. It would be wooded with lots of woods and ancient trees and rocks and things like that. And I would construct a small habitat. It doesn't have to be a tiny house per se or on wheels. It would be just a small habitat on the foundation. And there I would live my life and do all my creative stuff and share with you all what I'm doing. And I could also have a wood stove because I loved making fire. And I would collaborate with nature, with the elementals of nature. I know you guys can call me crazy, but I believe in elves, and I believe in nature elementals. And I know that if I can finally find the time and place to be seriously in the woods and just spend time there and create a relationship, I'll be able to be more in contact with these nature spirits, and something I'd love to share with you as well at some point if that happens. So that's this. And also I would like to travel. So travel mostly in northern regions of the world, North Europe, because, I just love northern seas and northern weather and cold and wind and the sea. And so Scandinavian countries, Iceland, Faroe Islands, Islands of Skye, places like that, which I love. And well, with the rest of money, I would also give also to many causes, to people I care about, to encourage people to create their own projects, to realize their own dreams. Also very important for me to help create or participate to the creation of a animal sanctuary, to help animals and help them get all your basic needs responded to, and also to make sure that every being on this earth is treated finely with care, love, benevolence, and respect. Then I would do different. I would just train myself like hell, because I love learning and I love discovering and I love training in different things. So I would subscribe to many trainings because I love doing that. So this is what I would do. I mean, there's a million other things. I mean, I'm not going to get into it because I don't want this video to be too long, but this is what I would be and do. So I think the purpose of this exercise is not so much what would I buy if I was rich, what would I do so much as what would I be, like what values would I would incarnate. Why would I want to do the things I do? Is it for the service of the collective, or is it just service to self, to please myself and reassure my ego? So this is all we have to think about when we do these small exercises. Just think about, how we can be of help to the environment around us, to the collective, to people, and to ourselves included. And how can this bring this new world to develop in a more benevolent and respectful way, may it be ecologically or in terms of socially, politically, financially, a new world is starting, and we have to be the ones starting it, because it's not going to be done by others. It's our role to incarnate what we are the most authentically and what we want to share with the world with all our heart. So that was it for today. I hope this modest video inspire you, and yeah, you can just like the video if you wish so, if you like that. You can subscribe to this channel if you haven't not done so already, and you can comment if you wish to comment negatively about me being a conspiracy theorist. You don't have to bother that. You can just move on to another channel. I'm just going to ignore comments like this because I'm beyond that now. And so, but as for constructive and positive comments, I'm always available, and we'll be happy to answer any questions or any comments you have about this reflection on finding who you are and what you want to do and be. Take great care of yourself. Much love your way. Bye.